Hello all, namaskar. Welcome. Hope you all are doing good. Am I audible? Am I audible? Yeah. So basically, now around 10 days are left for UPSC CSE mains 2022, and we must be having a lot of queries that needs to get addressed, so that we can perform in the mains at a very optimum level. So today we will be discussing something. The first question that I am getting is, more focus should be on answer writing now or remembering and revising the content and the model answers. See, basically, what is exactly answer writing is all about is that you are making your structure ready and you are checking whether you are able to recollect the right things at the right point of time or not. That is the sole purpose of answer writing. So I would say, just if I'll give you my example as such, because you must be knowing that in some last few days I have been more into helping others with respect to more philosophy or GS. So I hadn't done much of answer writing practice. So I am doing it right now. But if you have already done a lot of answer writing practice and you are very good, and you have reached through the level wherever you are very thorough with the level in which you are writing the answers, then I don't feel that there is much need of answer writing as such now. In fact, you can write for around 3 to 4 days more, but during the last week, please try to go thorough with revising and recollecting all those that you have done. If you feel that you need to write more answers, I would say please do brainstorming. Please take a paper and try to see what all are you able to recollect with respect to a topic. For example, let us say take women. You take women, write women, and try to recollect what all facts are you getting. You can say about the economic facts, you can say the political facts, like 78 MPs had said. The economic fact, like the 20% they are earning less as per monster salary index. So you can again then social fact, and then you can say the reproductive fact, that is the what you say the contraceptive ratio or the sterilization ratio is 1 is to 52. So you have recollected all the fact. Then now you see what are all the causes of exploitation. See, the patriarchy is there, the son meta preference is there, the womb to tomb discrimination is there. Please write all those keywords for anything, and please write some other value addition facts, like for example the Athena Swans, this thing Athena Swan charter, the CEDAW, that CEDAW charter, the convention of elimination against elimination for all domestic violence and all those things. So this is something that I will say. If you are feeling that I am not very adept at writing the answers during the last week, you can try to do some brainstorming. But I would say, if you want to do answer writing, you can do it for another 3 to 4 days. But during the last week, please focus more on revising and recollecting the things. But don't lose the what you say. And I would say, just before you go to the mains, please go through all your checked copies and try to see what all suggestions you have been given, what all changes in the answer writing structure you have done over the last few days. Because there is a tendency that in the pressure of mains, because what you are writing the test now for any coaching institute, the pressure is not so. While you enter the UPSC mains hall, you will feel a lot of pressure. There will be some people who would be wearing, because I will tell you one of the incident that you will not get to know in anything. Like for example, last year when I was entering, it was 2021, in my center someone was wearing the lavasna jacket. The moment you see lavasna jacket, someone wearing the lavasna jacket and entering the examination hall, half of your confidence goes down. So that's why please feel very confident, because the moment you will enter, you will get a lot of pressure and stress. So that's why be prepared for this thing. So in that moment of stress, you tend to forget what all changes you have done in your answer writing. So that's why it is very important that you please go through all the answer writing that you have done over last few days, so that you will be able to recollect what you have changes you have made to your answers, to the raw form of your answers, and what the structure is now as such. So this is very important, and that is what I will suggest you to do now. So again, coming back to your question, so what should you do now? Answer writing, I'll say you can do it for another 3 to 4 days, but after that, please focus on revising the things and recollecting those things, and you can do some brainstorming every day, maybe half an hour or one day, 1 hour. That is fine. I do extensive brainstorming, and I felt this is the single most important factor that has helped me in writing very good analytical answers, which was very evident with my marks in GS 1, 2, and 4. So that's what I'll say. Okay. Now there is another question. I feel I have answered your question, Sudhanshu ji. Then there is another question. I have got a mail as such, that how can we use the anecdotes for an essay in a very multi-purpose way? Like you have an anecdote. How can you use the anecdote in a very multi-purpose way? See, basically, I will say that I am not very good at essay as such, because my marks say that I am not good. I have got around 117 this time. I don't feel it is a very good marks. It is like average only. It's not above average. But and before that I had got 105. Okay, in the mocks everyone says your answer essay is exceptional and all those things, but in general UPSC I don't feel that I'm getting the marks that I should get. So this year I have changed the way I want to write the essay. In previous essays and all, I used to start with some anecdotes and all those things like the Ram, Sham, Sita, Gita and all those things. This year I have tried to make it a much more objective thing. Like for example, the anecdotes I prepared, some anecdotes I prepared, like you can say, like for Gandhiji, MK Gandhi, you can say that it was 7th June, night of 7th June 1893. MK Gandhi was traveling on a carriage train in Peter Marisburg. So this is something. Please try to remember all those specific facts. Okay, all those specific facts which you can directly use in your answers, anecdotes, and this is what you have to do. Like for example, I've said a video on Dennis Mukwege in my channel. So that in that video you can see that he has given the reference of October 6, 1996. So these are the anecdotes which you can try a compilation, maybe 10 to 15 anecdotes. You can find it in various toppers notes. Please try to make a compilation. Please try to be a bit more objective while you're writing the anecdotes, like putting the dates, putting the places. Because nowadays the competition is at a very higher level. It is not like the earlier level that you can write anything that you want and you will get the mark. Now the competition is very high. That's why I would say that anecdotes must be very objective as such. And this is what I have planned this year for myself. I'm not sure whether it will work or not, but this is something that I will say. Now coming to the question, how can you use the same anecdotes for different essays? The first thing that I would ask you to do whenever you have finalized an anecdote, for example, let us say this anecdote, like Gandhiji's anecdote, like it was 7th June 1893 when Gandhiji was thrown out of the white class in the train. And it was again, and to make it memorable, on June 17, 2018, exactly 125 years after that incident, the whole of the Peter Marisburg station was adorned with a khadi look. So let us take this anecdote and let us try to see where all you can fit this anecdote. So number one thing I'll say, for any anecdote that you are taking, please try to find which all values it is exemplified. For example, here in this anecdote, what you can see, what all values are there. Number one value is that, not value, key issue is that discrimination is being shown. Number two thing is courage is being shown. Why? What? Because here Gandhiji resolved that I will progress on the path of truth and non-violence and make my country free. This is something that is there. What all values it is showing? It shows the dedication, conviction of a person, Gandhiji. What all you can see? You can see the time changes. The same station where Gandhiji was thrown out of the train was the same station which was adorned with khadi 125 years later. The time changes. The same colonial masters who used to rule us are now adopting our ideas. Okay, so this is something that is there. So here you identify such values, and there was another essay like that the ships don't sink because of the water around them, but they sink because of the water that gets inside them. So let us see, can we put this example in that one? Yes, we can put them. How? You can say that although Gandhiji was thrown out of the train and there were n number of people who were thrown out of that train bogie, but none of them thought or resolved that they will strike the British Empire with their novel ideas. But Gandhiji did. Gandhiji was that sheep. Although he was surrounded with all the salty water, he did not deter. He did not let the salty water enter inside the ship, which could downgrade his morale. So this is something. So the only thing that you need to do is that you can select. I will again ask you. Please go through the previous year question compilation of essay. Please try to identify the themes that are being asked. Like most of the time now they are going into philosophical things. So now you can see that there is something about identity they are asking. There is one question on technology. There is one question which is on women as such. Like for example, the hands that rock the cradle are the ones which rule the world. It is not as such purely women specific. It can be your teacher. It can be your guardian. It can be your friend. But the most of the essay would be mostly on women. So now you can see that these are some of the themes. Based on that, please finalize some anecdotes, and if you want to start it with anecdote, and then try to find out which all values it is exemplifying. And when you get a question on the exam hall with respect to that value, please try to link it. You have to do some minor modifications over here, that he thought this, he thought that, but you can fit it well. So this is what that I wanted to say. Okay, now if you have any other queries, you can please ask me over here. Okay, you can any other queries that you have. Okay, now How to use current facts and answer? It is very simple. Please refer to any topper's copy. You will find how they are using current affairs in the fact. For example, let me say, okay, you can say that the question will come that the climate change is doing lot of havoc in India. So here you can start that India is the 7th most climate vulnerable country as per the climate risk index released in 2022 or 21. So this is something that you can do. So this is how you can use the facts. For example, if a question comes on women, okay, how has globalization affected the position of women? Here you will write that although the economic opportunities for the women have increased, but the economic exploitation still continues, and you can write that monster salary pay index says that women get 20% less wage for the same amount of work that they do with the men. That the same amount of work that the men does. So this is something you can put subtly, you can put it in bracket. So that's how you can use the current facts. And in fact, I would say if you are remembering some current examples like some volcanoes, some recent schemes, something like that, you can please use them over there. Okay. Sir, namaskar. Sir, feeling anxiety, I opened 5 books and closed in span of... See, again, Alok ji, this problem is very common. Like, for example, as the days will be very nearer to mains, you will feel that because you will have lot of things to revise. Lot of things to revise. So, what works the best over here is proper control of mind. You have to train your mind. Please make a schedule beforehand. Please say that I will be reading 8 to 8:30 or 8 to 9 only GS3. I will not open any book. And once you've decided the time, stick to it. 8 to 9 you read only GS3. 9 to 10 take only GS4. So this is how you can conquer it. Because at the end, see, if you will not make a timetable and you will try to read anything and everything, then what happens while you are reading GS3, a thought will come, okay, I haven't read the GS4. I haven't read the GS4. While you open the book of GS4, you will remember that I haven't written a single essay. Then you will go to writing essay. So that's why please allocate time and stick to it. That is the only antidote. How to prepare these anecdotes in these given 10 days? Should essay be given separate time because managing current... Okay. See. Again, sarcastically yours, G, I must say, don't get very frightened. How to prepare all those anecdotes? Okay. See, anecdotes, I wouldn't say that you have to prepare around 10 to 15 or 20 anecdotes. The best way, I would say, you can go through some topper's copy of essay. Because if you haven't prepared for essay, I will say essay needs time. It's not like that you can write anything and you will get marks. Nowadays, it is getting tough. You need some preparation. Please try to go through some topper strategy at least. Okay. And I feel that 1 to 2 days you must give to essay as such. Why? Because essay and ethics are these papers which can get you through the list and they will give you very good marks. So how do you prepare all those anecdotes? I will say please refer toppers copies. Please refer the toppers copies which are very latest, not very old, very latest copy, and see how they are starting the essay. You will get many anecdotes from them. And you will also get an idea how to use those anecdotes, how to play with the words, how to modify the anecdotes to fit your needs. So the best way is to go through topper's copy. Go through around 15 to 20 topper copies. It will not take very much time. In fact, in half an hour you can complete. You can look into 2 essays. And please see how they are proceeding from one paragraph to other. Please collect relevant anecdotes. Please collect relevant quotes. Please try to feel that where all I can use this anecdotes and all. So don't get worried. Don't go into mad rush that I will collect all the anecdotes from the world and internet and all. I will say best way is to go through topper's copy and your work is done. Don't get frightened. Even if you are not writing anecdotes, then also it is fine. Not at all an issue. There are many ways of starting an essay. You can start it with fact, but anecdotes are a good source of starting. And in fact, I have tried many other ways. Maybe my writing pattern is not good for story and all. That's why I'm not getting marks. I think that anecdotes might help, but many other candidates are there who are writing with story and getting very good marks. So not at all an issue. Don't get tension, don't get frightened. And I would say if you will go on collecting anecdotes now, what will happen? You will you will go on wasting your time. It will not give you ROI. You will collect 20 anecdotes, but you will be ultimately using only one. It's not good ROI. Okay. So that's why don't stress yourself too much. And I only specifically said anecdotes because one of the people who is giving mains this time, he specifically asked me in the mail that how can you use the same anecdotes at different place. That's why I started this topic. Else it is fine. Sir, I have tried collecting for essay, but yes, it will seem endless. That is the reason you need to limit your sources. The moment you open up the sources, it will at the end going to kill you. That's why please open up. Please limit your sources. Don't go through too much of resources, and I will say please note down only those peculiar points which you can remember and actually recollect and reproduce them in your answer sheet. Anything apart from that is waste, not of any use. You might read thousands of books, but it will not help until unless you are very thorough whether I can recollect and read all those things. Okay, so I will say don't go into any matters now. Don't look into very news sources. Only go through all those things that you can recollect and do. How to prepare for UPSC? I see Sri Madhavati ji, we will do that with a separate session. This is exclusively for the people who are giving mains this time because they have very less time, only 10 days. Okay. Hello sir, namaste. At a time as today, my simple question is what an average can do. I have already done many motivational sessions on that. What average candidate can do to reach to those things. You can watch them. But today is the time for the mains appearing candidates. Now I will tell you very important things with respect to GS. What you can do as such now, and don't feel frightened. Okay. Very quick tips. Okay. I will not say anything much. Number one thing, if you have made your own notes, very short notes for every topic, well and good. Please revise them as much as you can. And please do effective brainstorming. If you haven't made your own short notes as such, and you think that you cannot revise all those bulky notes that you have made, okay. If you are able to revise all those bulky notes, that is fine. If you feel you cannot revise all those bulky notes, please refer to what I said. I have already said the name also. It is Mehak Jain ma'am, ranked 17 this year. She has very exceptional short notes for a lot of topics like modern history, internal security, and all those things. If you feel comfortable, they are only 8 to 10 pages, and I feel they are very much comprehensive. If you have any addition from your notes, you can just write it over there. You can try to go through that. Else if you have your own resources, then also it is fine. Then again, what is the thing that here now the every moment is very important. Okay, you cannot waste your time now. So what is important? Please try to see what is the chances of a topic getting repeated in the UPSC. Please try to identify the priority areas of UPSC. What I have told repeated number of times. Please go through the PYQs. Please identify very important themes and please revise them at a priority basis. Like for example, there is a topic like president and all those things, and there is a minor topic like what you say, what NCRCW said. Like the president topic is very important for this year because the presidential election has happened. This NCRCW is a topic, okay, you can read. If you don't want, you can leave also. That is also fine. You can write any answer. So here comes the role of priority. You should not be like doing after NCRCW and all those things. No. Please prioritize what is important. The parliament topic, the president topic, the comparison of constitutions. They are very important topics. Please go through them. Okay. So that is what I wanted to say. Okay. Is there anything else? Sir, I focused much on current in GS2, GS3 and feeling anxious about static part. Okay, see again, sarcastically yours G, I am telling you that don't get anxious now. These 8 to 10 days are sufficient for you to crack the exam in a very good margin. Okay, so don't worry because you have cleared prelims. This is a very big point. So the only thing that you need to do is please limit your sources. Please revise all those important points repeatedly. Please go through the previous questions, identify the themes and read them accordingly. I have said you can go through the short notes of Mehak Jain for some of these things and it will help you. Okay. +3 second year, my aim is to be an officer. My best wishes with you. You will definitely become an IAS officer given you study well. And definitely we will do all those sessions only after UPSC mains 2022. Okay. So I feel we have discussed. Is there anything else that you want me to discuss? Because you can ask me anything that you want. Everyone who is appearing mains this time, you can ask me anything that you want because this session is for you only. If you feel I can be of any help to you in any matter, you can ask me. Okay. Because this time is very crucial. Don't waste this time. You will not get this time again as such. Clearing UPSC in the first attempt itself is the very good thing. If you are getting a chance to write mains, don't waste it. Use every moment of it very effectively, and definitely the success is going to be yours. Okay. Is there anything else that you want me to discuss? I will. Most of the people are almost prepared. Okay, how I start preparing, those all things we will do later. It is the time for UPSC mains 2022. Okay, how to create case studies that is bit different than generalist. Are you asking for ethics or for general case studies like best practices and all? If you're okay, I write very generic case studies. Okay, if you write very generic case studies, what I'll say, please remember the important what you say keywords from what you say from the ethics syllabus. Okay, ethics syllabus, please remember the keywords like accountability, transparency, and all those things. Please try to scatter them in your answers at a very relevant point. You should not be writing that I will not do corruption and all these things. That shows that I am non-partisan. No, means this shows that I am this thing and that thing. It must be very relevant. If you are trying to say that I will keep account of each and every money that is being used and will upload it in the website, it shows that you are very transparent. You cannot put any value in any place. So that is what which is important. And number two thing, if you want to enhance your case studies, I will say you can go through some toppers copies. Again, I'll say the best thing that you can refer now is the toppers copies. You will get a lot of keywords that they are using. You will get a lot of new approaches how to mention through a case studies. Now to make your case study a bit enriching, what all you can use, you can use constitutional articles wherever and whenever it is possible. You can use Universal Declaration of Human Rights, UDHR. This is also very, wherever you can use, please use it. You can use SDGs. Don't overdo it, but you can use it very like one in each case studies and all, if it is very relevant. So this will enhance your answers. If you have some best practices, if you know about some best practices that is happening in your area too, please write it. Please write case studies with open mind. The moment you close your mind, it becomes very boring case study. Please write with open mind, with thinking about all the angles, and you will get very good marks. Not at all an issue with that. Okay. Regarding all those things, crack UPSC by self-study and all, we will have a separate session after UPSC mains 2022. The time is very less now, so we will focus on UPSC mains 2022. Sir, everything seems too much optional current writing. That is the beauty of UPSC preparation. You have to do everything at the same time. So don't get overburdened. Please try to divide the time as such. Please limit your resources. Toppers copy, see, you will, if you will see that I have to look into toppers copies, then it is very long thing. The what you can do for toppers copy, while you are eating, please open the topper copy and read it. In this way, you will save your time. Okay. So that is the way out. Okay. So while you are maybe brushing, you can open a toppers copy in your mobile and look into it. If you will go on sitting that I will look 10 toppers copies at a time, it will become a burden. Please try to decentralize it. Please try to use it whenever you are not being able to study while you are sleeping. The sleep is not coming for 5 to 10 years, 5 to 10 minutes. Please go through one topper copy. This is the way in which you can rationalize your time across all the different things and you can do very good. Okay, my best wishes to you with respect to if it is first mains. Okay, not at all an issue. Okay, is there anything else that I can help you? Is there anything else in which is there any other query that you want to ask me, or else we will end the session as such. I feel that a lot of people don't have any issue as such because they are doing they might be doing reading quite good. So that's all. How I start 2022, we will deal it only after UPSC mains. I feel that you can understand my this thing, my condition. I too am writing mains this time, so I have very limited time. In those limited time, I am trying to reach out to students. So we will do everything after 10 to 15 days. Okay, I'm busy for 10 to 15 days. You can take it as a life and life situation. Okay, so we'll do everything after 10 15 days. Please give me some 15-20 days. Okay, yeah. Is there anything else that you want to ask? Okay, I feel there isn't. Okay, thank you. Yes, I feel there isn't anything. Please take care, stay happy, and this is all that I wanted to say. And don't doubt yourself. You are going to do very good in main system. What limit for intro and conclusion? Okay, see, the for UPSC GS answers or essay you are asking, what limit? Okay, please tell, essay or GS you are asking. For GS it must be 2 to 3 lines or sometimes 4 lines, it is fine. 2 to 3 lines is the best for GS. For essay, many say it is 2 to 3 paragraphs, 1.5 pages for intro and conclusion, 1.5 to 2 pages. Okay, that's it. Yeah, you can write the word limit as such. Okay. GS 2 to 3 lines at most. Conclusion 2 to 3 lines. Many times I tend to write 4 to 5 lines and for this thing and that thing, but that is fine. That depends upon the content you know for an answer. Okay. If you know very good content, then automatically your introduction and conclusion will shorten. If you don't know content, then you will write bigger introduction and bigger conclusion. Okay. Okay. Yes. No, not yet posted. Not yet posted. We will be getting posted. Okay. Start preparation. We will deal it after UPSC mains. Kindly pardon me for the time being. Okay. Is there anything else that you want to ask me? Any mains? Only UPSC mains. 2022 questions. UPSC mains. Those who are appearing for UPSC mains 2022, that is starting on September 16th. If you have any queries, please ask. Else we will end the session now. Okay. I feel there is no queries as such. So, what to expect? Okay. See, okay, you have asked a very good question. I'll tell you. Okay. Now, see how to end the conclusion. There are various ways to end the conclusion. Number one way, you can end it with SDGs, DPSP, UDHR, all those things. Number two thing, you can use it with the words that are being used by the government, like Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Prayas, Atmanirbhar Bharat, Padhega Bharat, Tab Badhega Bharat, Ek Bharat, Shresth Bharat, all those words you can use. There is another approach wherein you can say, like for history, it's mostly like, for example, you are writing, like for example, the question is asked on Home Rule League. Okay. Now you can, in the introduction, you can write about its background, that is the World War. And in the conclusion, you can link it with the next event, like the non-cooperation movement. Like the Home Rule League prepared the masses for the next bigger movement, that is the non-cooperation movement. This you can use for history. There is another way to conclude. What? The another way to conclude is by using government schemes. Please write government schemes or government initiatives. Like for example, if there is a Naxal question on Naxal, you can end it with Samadhan doctrine. If there is a question on foreign policy, you can conclude it with 5S propounded by our external affairs minister. So these are standard ways of concluding. There are some good words like no one is left behind, welfare state as per DPSP article 38, and all those things. Okay, you can do that. How much you used to score? My see, I haven't wrote any big mains test series as such, and in fact, my mains test series marks were not good at many times because I wrote only one last time for and 85 to 95 is a good score. You will do definitely good because if you use this 8 to 10 days very effectively, you are going to get more than increment of 20 to 30 marks. Be assured, given you are using this time very effectively. Don't worry, 85 to 95 is a very good score. Be positive, be confident, you will be able to nail it this time. Okay. Yeah. Is there any other query? Thank you. If there is anything that you want to ask, you can please ask. Else we will end up this session, I feel. And if you have any other query, you can just, how effective is mains 365? Okay. Now I will say the mains 365. Okay. How do you deal it? Because we have very less time. The first thing, this year's mains 365, I was looking into it. They have very good infographics. Like in the start of any chapter, they have the government schemes, this thing, that thing. They have made a page out of it. If possible, please revise it. Okay. Now the number two thing, whether you should go into the details of everything. I would say there is no time as such now to go into the details of everything. What you can do, you can just note down the topics which are there. Go through the index, please note down the topics, and please try to think, can UPSC ask this question based on the previous question? If you find a topic very important, you can go a bit more deeper into it. I will say, please, please make your static part with respect to it very stronger. And in fact, for every article, why it is in the news, please note them down. Because, let's see, for example, if they will ask a question now that what is the process of impeachment of president? If this question will come, don't say that it came out of something else. It is very expected. Why? This is a presidential election happened. So there are high possibility. They might ask you on election of president, on impeachment of president, on comparison of Indian president with American president. These are all very high probability questions they can ask. So here while writing, that you can write that into 1 or 2 years back, Donald Trump was tried to be impeached, or this year Indian president election happened. So this thing. So the relevance of the question you will get in Why in News. This is very important. You can please go through the Why in News of every article. And for details, it is your discretion. If you find it very important, you can go through it. But I will say, please try to memorize only those things which you can fill it within 2 to 3 pages. See, again I will say, for every answer that you are writing, only 20 to 30% answer is specific. Rest 60 to 70% are the generic words. Like, what are the generic words? Like will, help, do, that, no, shall, would, make, these all things. What are the keywords? Like, for example, on Naxalism, the keyword, for example, on Panchayat Raj, decentralization, democratic decentralization, grassroots democracy. These are the specific words. But what are the filler words, or the 60-70% filler words? What are Panchayat Raj is called that this thing. So please remember that you have to only write 30 to 40% which are the specific words. So for every topic, please try to do with respect to only those things only. That only 30 to 40% thing that you can replicate it in the answer, which will fill the 30 to 40% of the answer. So please be very specific. Please try to make a very conscious choice that whether whatever you are reading, will you be able to reproduce it in the answer sheet or not. If not, then reject it as such, because this time is very crucial. Okay. भाई ठीक है, उमास पेपर to be sir कौन? See, for उमास we will have a separate session. Not now, after UPSC mains 2022, because I am also appearing at UPSC mains 2022 this time. So we have very high time crunch. So definitely we will do that after that. Okay. One of my friend Satya Prakash Mishra is doing that. Has done some videos. You can look into that. Okay. Thank you. A random YouTube recommendation helped me a lot. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. In fact, in any query, you can just mail me. My mail is ahambrahmasmi205@gmail.com. It is there in my Telegram channel. You can mail me over there. Okay, or in some of my old videos, I have given it in the description. Okay, any case, you can do that. Thank you so much. Okay. I feel that we have addressed almost all the queries that you had. If there is anything else that you want to ask, please ask. Else we will end it up. Did you read newspaper daily or followed any website? See, I didn't read newspaper daily as such, I will say, and I did not follow any daily CA every day. Many times I used to watch the Hindu revision and all those things, like the daily Hindu editorial. Sometimes it is not every day. Now I am not at all watching. Okay, so you are getting very good CA compilation. So for, specifically, I didn't have the time also, but it is a good practice to read newspaper. I will definitely vouch for it. If you are able to read, please read. Don't waste your time here and there. You can read it. But if you are not able to do, don't get disheartened that okay, my selection is stopped. No, not like that. Okay. Okay. Good night. Yes, we will meet in Barampur definitely. But once my mains get over, we will definitely meet. Okay. Yes. Okay. Any magazine, sir? No, not such. Any magazine. You can refer any magazine that you want. There are some magazines, like for every current affairs there is a magazine. Drishti is publishing, Insights is publishing, Vision IS is publishing. Anything is fine here. Anything is fine. Not at all an issue. You can refer anything. Please see what you are liking. Maybe a magazine with good pictures you will appreciate. For someone it is good content. So anything is fine. Okay. See, at the end, if a magazine is 130 page, 20 page, 120 page, 90 page, doesn't matter. What matters is how much you can recollect and how much you can understand and reproduce in the answers. Okay. Is there anything else? Only mains appearing students. Is there anything else that I can help you with? Or else I will end the session as such now. Okay. I feel there isn't anything as such. And I will just end the session over now. Please take care. Please take good sleep. And please take good sleep. Please take care. Please stretch yourself. Don't waste any moment of time now. Every moment now is very crucial. Take care. Stay happy. Okay. And never ever doubt yourself. Okay. Oh, CSET paper 2, there is no as such book, in fact, that I know. The best book is UPSC previous year question. Please try to, for CSET paper 2, please try to, go through the UPSC previous year question, identify themes, and watch some selected videos on that from the YouTube. That's fine. I didn't refer any book as such for CSET. That's why I may not be the good person to say that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Please take care. Stay happy. Never ever doubt yourself. You are going to excel in mains this time. You are going to get very good rank this time, and have faith on yourself. You will do what you have never thought that you can do. Okay, you have infinite potential. Please take care. Stay happy. Stay safe. Namaskar and advance happy Teachers Day to you all. Okay. Namaste. Bye bye. Jai Hind. If it is decreasing instead of increasing your study hours, then it is up to you. You have to keep yourself motivated. Don't get demotivated. Please try to think why you started this journey, and you will do that. Okay. There are a lot of videos on motivation. Many people are doing that. You can watch any of that. which is helping you. Okay, please take care. Okay, don't waste time now. Okay, okay, Arey, definitely we'll meet in Lavasna. So happy to see this line. So happy. Definitely we'll meet in Lavasna, Mr. Sarcastically yours G. Okay, definitely. Okay, good night. Take care. Vande Mataram. Bye bye.